everybody, it's Suzanne from SuzanneEvans.org, and I want to talk to you a little bit today about an experience that I've been having over the last year. And depends on where you are in your business. Not all of you may be ready for this, but probably a good majority of you are. If you are going to be in business, it means that you are going to need support. And if you get support, which you should be doing, it means you're going to need to manage that support. And if you're managing that support, which you should be doing, you're gonna feel a little crazy. And why? Because it's tough managing people. They come with personalities and problems and issues and unique abilities and really bad abilities and good habits and bad habits. But if you're truly going to be the CEO of your business, you've got to understand that it's impossible to grow without managing your team. Here's just a few tips that we did in the beginning and we still do to this day that brought us some of the most amazing team members that you have ever seen. We love our team, and it allowed us to grow and it allowed us to stay connected and in good communication. The first thing is hire fast and fire fast. I've always had the philosophy that I use my gut instincts to go, is this the right personality type for me and my team? Once I know that, I don't immediately say, boom, you're hired. That is my trigger yes to then have them work with me on a project basis to see if they're a right fit for a full-time position or even a part-time position. Some of you just may need somebody for 20 hours a month. So go with the gut instinct. I hire first for personality. Why? Because you can have the greatest skill set in the world, but if I can't stand to be in a room with you, this is not gonna work out. So once you get that trigger yes, then have them work on certain projects to test their skill set, their ability, how they communicate, and that's how you know if you hire them. If you hire them, you will know in the first 30 days if this is gonna work. And I know that some of you won't agree with this, and I know this is gonna be hard, but it's the damn truth. You will know in the first 30 days. And if in the first 30 days, and I have to say I'm borrowing this from Dan Kennedy, it's not mine, you wake up more than 2 days in a row and you think about this person and you're not sleeping with them, they should go. You're gonna know, trust your instinct. Okay, the next thing you've gotta do is communicate and model. We had been doing a team call before my team moved to being under one roof and we were still virtual. We had a team call every day. We still do that call with a couple of our contractors who are not under our roof and in our office. So you have to communicate. I have people come to me all the time and they'll say, you know, I don't feel like my virtual assistant is working out for me or my team member is working out for me. And I'll say, okay, what is your consistency in communicating? And they're like, well, they call me when they have a problem. You cannot operate that way. Every single day, there has to be a specific time you meet, a way in which you meet, and the model and the container for that meeting needs to be the same every time so you generate that level of communication and consistency. The third thing is you gotta be the boss. Listen, this is gonna be maybe counterintuitive to some of you. Some of you might be annoyed by this. You can read all the books on company culture in the world that say, you know, give them a hot tub and play pool and love each other and do, you know, egg races in the backyard, and that's all amazing. But at the end of the day, somebody's gotta be in charge. And if your team isn't clear who the buck stops with, what's expected of them, what the rules are, what are the things that can be bent, what are the things that are non-negotiables, and at the end of the day, who they answer to, you are setting them up to fail. Employees are a lot like toddlers, and I mean no disrespect when I say that. They like to know when rest time is, and they like to know when feeding time is, and they like to know that they have a routine and that they're on a schedule, and that if they get off that schedule, somebody's gonna help them get back on that schedule. So you want to set up a model of security, a model of efficiency, a container for clarity, a container for having a schedule. And you wanna make sure they know who mom and dad is. Everybody loves structure. They just don't admit it. So I hope some of these tips helped you with your team, whether you have one person working for you 10 hours a month or you've got 50 people full-time employees, because a team is what has enabled me to be where I am today. I would not have the success without my amazing team members. I am really grateful to them, and I know the more consistent I am, the more consistent they are. See you next time.